Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to kitchen stream time. Super Yoshi says cake. Yes, we are going to be making cake today. Let's cake. It was pointed out to me that I've been doing MalMakes for 10 years, and I decided to let Discord vote on what I did today. So I gave them 2 polls. And it was like, should I do a cooking stream or a baking stream? And it was pretty tied, but baking won. And then I said, should I do pie, cookies, brownies, cake? And then like cobbler was another option. And then they picked cake. So here we are with a cake, and I thought it was appropriate to make a birthday cake. So we're making a funfetti cake with rainbow chip frosting from scratch, not a can. Sacrocelica says Steven has to make brownies. He's eating breakfast behind the camera. So we're gonna get started. I have everything out that I need. And I don't know exactly how far we're gonna get today. I don't know if I'm gonna get to frosting the cake, but we should at least get the cake made and the frosting ready. I don't think I'm gonna get it assembled on stream. Where did I get funfetti this time of the year? I thought it was out of season. This is where you get funfetti, is you get sprinkles. So we have a few alerts to read, and then we will start this, and there will be a time where I have to mute the mic because of the stand mixer being loud, but at least we don't have a loud oven anymore. All right, we have a 35-month resub at tier 2 from Radio Dread. Thank you. We have 34 months from Brina BX, 13 months from Axu Sableye, 15 months from Star Jetty, and can't reach, there we go. Just do that. We also have a 35-month resub from Bored Turtle. Thank you. It's been 10 years. Yeah, since I started MalMakes. To me, personally, it's like since I stopped teaching, like in a classroom, and that's wild. It feels like forever, but also like nothing. All right, so we're gonna get started. I pulled both of these recipes from Sally's Baking Addiction. They are separate recipes because there was a different frosting recipe for the funfetti. But I wanted the rainbow chip because my cousins always had rainbow chip frosting on their birthday cake, and I really liked it. But I didn't get rainbow chip. We did other stuff. So a lot of these are measured out by weight, so that's what we're going to be doing. There's a few steps to this recipe, so it's gonna be a bit. What do you call tiny cake decorations? I think it's dependent upon what kind of cake decoration they are, because these are sprinkles. And I can't click the poll to see what the options are. So I have everything out, my oven's preheated. The other step that I already did is I have 2 9-inch cake pans, and I greased these and put parchment paper in them. So they are ready over there. And I also have eggs, butter, cream cheese, and buttermilk at room temperature. Sprinkles, Jimmy's, hundreds and thousands, or something else. Hundreds and thousands is very British. All right, so we need 443 grams of cake flour. What was it? 443. Oh, that was more than 200. I know I can't fit all of that in this tiny bowl, but I can't see the measurement on the, if I use the big bowl. Come on, there we go. So this is 3. 100. So now we need another 143. That was a little bit more. That was 145. There we go. All right, there's our cake flour. Imagine not knowing metric. Imagine. Overwhelmingly sprinkles. I still have cake flour left for, I don't know, something. All right, what else do we need? Next is a teaspoon. I'm gonna try and stay organized, of baking soda. Oh, Steven, it did it again. I lost chat. It's a teaspoon each of baking soda, baking powder, and salt. So this is the soda. This is the powder. Which looks a lot like cornstarch in my pantry, and it drives me crazy because I always grab the wrong one accidentally. Luckily, I have not put the wrong one in anything yet. And then a teaspoon of salt. Thank you for fixing. Huh.
I get it. It's just not useful right now.
No, it's not useful right now. We have a 19-month resub from Elvin Scout, 29 months from Charlotte Dante, and 27 from Amaya A. Thank you. So I'm just whisking the cake flour, the baking powder, the baking soda, and the salt together. And then we're just gonna move that for now. And later I'll have to measure other stuff, so I'm just gonna wipe this out for now. All right, now it's time for a stand mixer. So this gets a ton of butter. It's 1.25 cups, which is a stick and what, 2 tablespoons? One stick. Tokunut says, I think my mom has that same mixer. I got this from Steven's parents' neighbors. They got a new one, and then they were like, we don't need this old one. What was it? 1.25. So let's see, half is 1 stick, so it's 2 to be the 1. I need 1/4. 4 tablespoons. So it's a stick, 2.5 sticks is what it is. When I visited Alex and Haley in California once, I learned that butter on the West Coast is not sold in stick form like this. It's like bigger. What you looking at? Nothing. Just looking. Yeah, it's a block like Kerrygold. Butter is different in different places. And like, I grew up with it like sticks like this. All right, now we need granulated sugar. We gotta measure that too. Tare the scale. And we need 400 grams of this. I think it's about time I wash my half tablespoon that I keep in the sugar for coffee. Vagabond says, oh, it's shaped more like a bar of soap. Yep. All right, 400 of this. We're getting close to 400. 96. 401, that's close enough. The hard thing about the stand mixer is I can't pour into it very easily, and that's frustrating. And I did set the butter out like over an hour ago, trying to get it room temp so I could do this better, but it's a little colder than I want. It's like soft, but not cake making soft. So I don't know how bad and awful that noise is, but I can mute if I need to. Set it a few hours before. Yeah, it was about an hour I waited. It's fine. Whistly levels? I'm surprised. We have a 30-month resub from Rebel Tech TV, 34 months from Devoid Art, and 33 from Nun Shoes. I'm waiting for it to get combined, and then I'm gonna turn up the mixer, so by then I might need to mute. It's worse. Hi again. Hi, not you. I was saying hi to them. All right, so that's mixed. Now we're going to add oil, vegetable oil. What is that? 1/3 cup? Yeah, 1/3 cup. What'd you get?
Protein bar.
You gonna heat it up?
No.
Chess says they're better that way.
It's not necessary anymore.
What?
They changed it.
Oh, they changed it? All right, so the oil gets mixed in. I probably need to scrape the bowl again. Ches said it's still better. Mixer not that loud. On one, and if I don't stand next to it. All right, there's the oil combined. Now I need to do eggs. And this gets, I believe, 4 full eggs and 2 whites. I don't remember. Let me move the eggs over here because I'll have to soak, or not soak, separate them. Yeah, 4 whole eggs. I got a big piece of shell in that, and then I dropped a whole shell. I don't have a thing to put shells in. Let me get a new thing. There. All right, let's try and separate this one if I can. Yeah, I can. The egg didn't crack super great for separating it. Come on. Come on. Oh, that one did though. Perfect. So that's 2 whites and a full egg, and now I have 4 more full eggs to add. Costco was out of a lot of eggs, because normally we'll get their regular pack, and they only had these this week. I think it's because we had all that snow and ice, and the trucks couldn't get there, and also everyone in town was buying eggs. All right, now I gotta mix these. Actually, I forgot something. Forgot the vanilla. All right, so this is this is the 2 changes I'm making. The recipe calls for 3 teaspoons of pure vanilla, but the birthday cake flavor, as you know it from your childhood, is artificial. So this is, yeah, it's artificial vanilla, not real.
What?
Do you not know that? Or are you just being silly?
I'm being silly.
Okay. I can't get this open.
I thought birthday cake was real.
I can't get this open. I'm going to have to stab this with a knife. I need a sharper knife though. This'll work. Apple core. Are you telling me my birthdays were artificial too? All right, so I'm just gonna sub this 1 to 1, so it's gonna be 3 teaspoons of vanilla. But the other change I'm adding is I'm adding a little bit of almond extract because that's also partially what gives it its flavor. Actually, just a too much. All right, 3 teaspoons, and then just a smidge of almond. Now I can mute and mix this. All right, beat until combined, we're good there. Next, trying not to spill this because it's right to the brim. This is buttermilk, which I already measured out because I needed to get it room temp. Accidentally frozen Sub-Zero Michigan. We have a 34-month resub from Kit Collide and 29 months from Triforce Drummer. Good morning. All right, so this says add the dry ingredients and the buttermilk in 3 additions, mixing after each. So my plan here is to just throw a little bit in of each. And because it's difficult to get the bowl up into the mixer, we're just going to scoop. And then this is a whole other story. I knew that was going to be difficult. Until just incorporated, and because it's on 1, I'm not muting for that. Next third. I'm gonna just do a little bit more of the flour because I didn't get quite as much on the last one. A measuring cup with a spout would have been easier. Yeah, that's dirty right now from dinner last night, so this is what we're doing. You eat when you're not on breakfast stream. What did I make last night? Chicken fricassee. It was chicken and rice and mushrooms and onions and what else is in it? That was kind of it. I had a gravy. This is not the best idea here. This, however, is a better idea. Once this is barely mixed, I'm gonna scrape the bowl again because there's a lot of cake flour on the edges. I should probably not stand next to it. Can we see what it looks like? I will, I'll pour it out. All right. That's that. Did I miss anything? Gently fold in the sprinkles. Yeah, that's next. I know which way the mixer undoes. All right, so here's the batter. It is quite thick. I'm just trying to scrape what I can off the paddle mixer. It's very good. It's very birthday cake. All right, set that here, and then we're gonna measure out sprinkles. Oh, come on, open. I've gone around the thing like twice. There we go. get the rest of it off though. There we go. Ha. Okay. Again, by weight, 135. Ish. 137. I think I'm done with this for now. All right, there it is with sprinkles. So they're all mixed in. And like I said, I already greased these and put parchment paper in. So trying to make these even is the hard part, in my opinion. I don't really have a great solution because my cake pans are not matching. So we're gonna just do this by scoop. The recipe I think calls for 8-inch ones, but like 3 8-inch ones. But I have 2 9-inch, so that's what we're doing. And we're just gonna make sure I really check it when it's starting to get to be done. Which one did I put that in? There. My smaller cake pan seems a lot fuller than the larger cake pan, even though they're both 9-inch. One of them's a lot taller. So we're just gonna do this. I know, I blocked it. All right, so here we go. Both of these, they're going in the oven at 350, which I already preheated, for, I don't know, 25 minutes. We're gonna check them, but they need tented, so they need a piece of tin foil over them. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Wonderful. Set this aside. All right. That's the cake. Now, we have to do the rest of it. So to make rainbow trip, why do they need tented? You just kind of like drape tinfoil over them so they don't get as brown. So, oh, I should probably set a timer for that. Timer, 15 minutes. All right, the first timer is to put the tent on, and the second one is to start checking if they're done. Okay, so for the next part, I'm realizing I'm quickly running out of bowls, which is fine. We need to make the rainbow chips themselves. So we need to melt down some white chocolate. Bowls can be washed, yeah. I gotta do dishes. I'll have to wash the stand mixer stuff for the frosting. Probably do that first, to be honest. So I'm going to hit mute and I'm going to wash the stand mixer stuff. Steven, do you want to move the camera? Well, because I'm going to be standing here. Or I don't know. Unless you want to.
I don't want to touch anything because I'm full of static.
Ah, that's fine. I'll have you move it back. All right. Stand mixer stuff is done. Now we can start doing this part. Can we stand here for a second? Thank you. Oh, I do need my scale back though. That's fine. Thanks for the camera work, chat says.
You're welcome.
So this is white chocolate, and I need 170 grams. $172 is fine. Now I need to melt this, and I'm not going to use a double boiler because I don't feel like it. So we're going to use the microwave. Can I adjust the mic? Oh, it's slipping down my shirt and not staying straight. Is that better? Oh, I can probably put it here. There, that's better. All right, so we're gonna microwave this. So it's like 20 seconds stir, 20 seconds stir, 20 seconds stir until it's melted. And it's a pain. And then we're gonna divide it out. Because like the first time you do it, you're like, oh, nothing is happening. 3 of them got a little soft. And then you do it again. You don't want any hot spots. Yep. White chocolate is my nemesis in baking? What did white chocolate do to you, vagabond? All right, beep. So like now we're gonna mix it, and it's a little harder to mix. I'm gonna lose one. There we go. Kind of looks like marshmallows right now. That a little bit out of the way. We're going to need this. Almost done. There's a few chunks left, but it's pretty melted. So I think I'm gonna do 10 seconds. Oh, no, we don't need to play London Bridge. Food coloring. That's better. I think that was too much. Yeah, we need to take a little bit from each. All right, now it says to do like 2 to 3 drops of each because it will seize up the chocolate otherwise. There's yellow. Three. Blue. And green. And then we're just going to put it on this parchment paper. Apparently silicone would work better. I don't have a silicone mat. And then we're just going to kind of spread it out flat-ish. Okay, so there's green. Need a paper towel. And this is rapidly cooling. So I'm trying to work quick so I don't have to remelt anything. And then yellow, which looks a little orange, and that's okay. In hindsight, probably should have done 2 drops of food coloring. That's okay. Yep, that's just chocolate. Plain chocolate. So this recipe isn't difficult. It just makes a ton of dishes for Steven to do later. His head snapped up. All right, so these are gonna be the rainbow chips. So they just need to kind of set. Does it recommend using the fridge? Sure, it does. We're gonna put that in the fridge. And I just got my timer to put the tin foil over the cakes. So we can do that next. Oh, that one's too full to do that too. Yeah, the little one is too full, so we're not gonna do that. Whoops. We have 100 bits from aggregated molecules. Thank you. Welcome to Baking Stream. All right, what's next? Next is to make the frosting itself, which we can start doing. I'm gonna wipe this down. There's a little bit of something on the counter. It's probably some combination of sugar and butter. All right. Ugh. These need dried. We have a 35-month resub from Fossix who says, happy 10 years of MalMakes and 15 years of Steven Plays.
Woo! I'm old.
Woo, I'm old. 15 years tomorrow, Vagabond says.
15-year anniversary Hades stream.
Loud click. Okay, that's clean and ready for the rest of the frosting, which consists of butter and cream cheese, sugar, salt. What else do I need to grab? The chips once they're done, but otherwise, like, that's it. So cream cheese does not come in the right amount that I need, so we're going to supplement with a little extra butter. By weight is probably the smart thing I should do. So we'll do it by weight. Because it's 9 ounces of cream cheese I need. And this is 8 ounces of cream cheese. And I wasn't about to buy another brick because I don't eat it otherwise. This is in grams, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold up. Cake? Not done. Let's check it in another 5 minutes. And you can't be too sure just by looking, but when I put the tin foil over, the tops were still not set, and they're still not quite set, so I'm not gonna bother trying to check it with a toothpick. We are definitely not there yet. Yeah, this is 223. Where's my open butter? $2.40, 47, 53. That's too much. That's fine. All right. Butter, This isn't all the butter, this is just the supplemental butter. An ounce of it. Now I have cream cheese all over my hands. And now we need the rest of the butter, which is the same amount. So you have a 34-month resub from Save Frog. Thank you. Welcome to Birthday Cake Stream. Oh, I also need vanilla in this. $2.26. Oh, that works out perfect. I don't need to cut into another stick. Supplemental butter is a good raid message. Now it wants me to use a whisk attachment for this, and to mix the cream cheese and butter, I don't think the whisk is going to hold up. So we're going to use the paddle attachment, and we'll switch to a whisk in a bit. Time to check the cake again. How's the other one look? Oh, the other one rose enough to touch the tin foil. Dang it. I'll take that tin foil off. Not done yet. Another timer. These look combined. but they're not light and fluffy. I think it's because it's the paddle mixer. And I'm worried if I put the whisk on, it just won't move at all and it'll all just get clumped up. And I was hoping doing the paddle mixer for a little bit would make it softer. Let's see. It's actually quite whipped. Okay. Poking it with a knife is more like whipped butter. Where's my whisk? There it is. When I got the stand mixer from the neighbors, they only had the whisk attachment, so I had to order the hook and the paddle attachment aftermarket, which is good because the whisk is the expensive one to order. So I'm gonna put the whisk on and try and mix this a little bit. I'm not gonna throw the paddle in the sink yet because that might be a mistake. We're just gonna set that there. Oh yeah. Perfect. We have a 33-month resub from Cake Crinion. Hello. It's birthday cake time. Now we have to measure out powdered sugar. And I have this left, tiny bit, and then I have a full bag. And I need another bowl. So many dishes today. Powdered sugar is going to be 630 grams. And this is a good opportunity for me to wash this. I knew I had a scissors somewhere. What does this want me to do? 1 cup at a time? That's a lot. We'll do it 100 grams at a time. Chat, you want to keep count for me? How many 100 grams I'm putting in? So this is the first. One. Two. There goes my timer again. Three. And then I'm gonna give it a second because I need to check the cake. I don't think the cake is done. Oh no, definitely not done. All right, that's 3. Four. This will be 5, but I'm gonna scrape the edges first. Five is in there. So this is going to be 630, so this will be the last of it. Nope, stay on the thing. Six bowls. 6, ah. All right, that looks like frosting. Let's scrape the bowls again on the sides to get all of that incorporated. And then we're gonna add the vanilla and a little bit of salt. All right, 2.5 vanilla. And then a little bit of the almond. And then it says salt to taste. So we're going with a pinch. Ugh, come here. There's our frosting. That's really good. Now, the last thing I can do on stream, because the cake's gonna be way too hot to frost. Did I read this alert? We have a 23-month resub from Soph G. Thank you. If not, I'll read it twice. I can put in the rainbow chips. But first I gotta check the cake again. It's looking way more done. Ouch. Top of the oven is hot. The cake is not done though. One of them is looking more done than the other, so we're gonna set a 3-minute timer. All right, we're gonna mix in our rainbow chips, and then we're gonna put the frosting in something. Probably a Ziploc bag, because then I can just cut the corner and kind of pipe it onto the cake when I'm ready to do that. All right, so here is our chips. Probably want a cutting board. And my chef knife is not clean, so we'll use small knife. Actually, it might be because the dishwasher is clean. You are gonna go sit over here. And you are gonna move here while I chop these up one at a time. Do I have small glass bowl? I don't, but I do have this. They can go in there. So I'm just trying to chop these into hopefully squares, but because it's chocolate, it's just kind of shattering, and that's okay. If it wasn't quite this cold, I think it would have been fine. Yeah, that worked. Where are my funnels? There they are. I think this is too big for this, to be honest. And there's my timer again. All right, one of the cakes is done, so we're gonna pull that out. So here's one, and this looks like it did because the tin foil touched it, and then when I pulled it off, it did that. So I'm gonna set that on a wire rack. And check the other one again, just to be sure. Yeah, that one is not done yet. But it's getting closer. Probably needs 5 minutes, but I'm gonna check it at 3. Yeah, that didn't work. That's fine. It lets me do that. All right, so here's the green ones. Now we're gonna do yellow. These ones look like cheddar cheese. Like cubes of cheddar. All right, red. I suppose I could move this. There. If I had really wanted to make this pretty, I think I could have like piped out individual dots of the melted chocolate of each color. That sounds like a lot of work. That one's too big. Shouldn't cut it in the air. And blue white chocolate. Cake timer. Too many things at once. Still not done. Holes in the cutting board, it's the handle. Sometimes you can use it a little bit like a funnel. All right, here's our rainbow chips. Shaking is a bad idea. Now the directions say fold a handful of chips into the frosting. A handful. Shaking is a wonderful idea. That's about half, and it's all the big ones. I think they're a little big. Probably should have chopped them a little finer, but they were just kind of shattering. I do think I need more than that though. Fruity Pebbles if it was good. That feels like an adequate amount. You can kind of see them in there. And there's a little bit left if I want to sprinkle a mess of dust or regular sprinkles on top of the cake. Processor? Maybe. I mean, I have a food processor. You want to taste this? This is the only thing you're going to get to taste on stream. You want to come taste it? Because I can't frost the cake. It has to cool down a ton. Is that good?
It tastes like childhood.
It's supposed to be. Can you get me a gallon bag?
Yep.
The cake is still on fire. How does pure sugar and chocolate taste? Vagabond wants to know.
Great.
Will I share a picture of the finished cake later? Yes. We can put that on stream tonight, and I'll probably also put it on Instagram. I need you to fold it. And then probably hold it while I scoop this into it. Hold up, I gotta check the cake. All right, where'd my glove go? All right, here's cake 2. Cake 2 is done. Okay. Now we can put this in here.
I want to eat all of this.
You can't,
I know.
unless you go buy me more cream cheese and butter.
No, you don't mean
And
that.
powdered sugar?
You don't mean that, because you'd have to make this all over again.
Yeah. And white chocolate?
So you're telling me I can eat this whole bag if I just go buy you a few things? Okay.
You can, however, lick the beaters in the bowl if you want. And that. Here. Thank you. Take the bowl. This looks like mashed potatoes.
Oh my god. God, how jealous is Chaz right now?
All right, so here's frosting. This is gonna just go live in the fridge until the cake is ready.
Very.
Chaz, you know how to get over here. All right, I can turn the oven off.
It's like a really weird popsicle.
Vegapun says, now Steven, imagine if it tasted like raspberry brownies.
Never heard of them.
All right, I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna do off stream. And then we'll talk about what's coming up. So shortly, probably at the end of stream, I'm gonna turn out the one cake, the first one that got done, because it shouldn't stay in the pan too long or it'll get overdone. And then I'll do the other one a few minutes later. Then I'm gonna level the cakes because when they bake, they rise a little bit. So I'm going to level them out so they're flat, put some frosting between them, stack them, and then put frosting on the outside and then top them with sprinkles. So, wait, I want some of that.
Oh, you're way more dignified than I am.
There we go. Just good frosting. So that's what I'm gonna do off stream because the cake has to cool before I put any frosting on it or it'll just melt.
You know there's toys they give to dogs?
Yeah, with the peanut butter
The peanut
frozen
butter's
in it.
like in it?
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. It's like I have to earn it.
You also don't have to do that here on stream. You can also do it over the sink. Or not. All right, things that are coming up. Actually, I'm gonna turn this cake out first.
this is enrichment. It's hard for some of these endings.
I need a second hot pad. Too hot. Oh wait. Haha. Do need the hot pad though. Still need the hot pad. I'm gonna grab the other up glove, it's easier. Beautiful. I do want it right side up though. Oh, it's sticking. Never mind, it's gonna stay there. It's gonna stay over here and cool down. And then shortly, I'll do the other one. All right, let's talk about things that are coming up. Tonight, we are finishing Frog Detective, some about Cowboy County. Corruption at Cowboy County. Frog Detective has been very fun. I don't know what else to say about it. It's been funny, it's been fun, it's cute.
It's very funny and it's cute.
That is what I said.
All of the characters are imbeciles. Like, Frog Detective doesn't even seem like super smart, but he's a genius compared to everyone else in the game.
True. Frog Detective is the smartest person in town.
In the world.
In the world. Vagabond has the auction for my current painting that's up on eBay, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out. It ends on Monday. Saturday, Steven's going to be streaming Hades.
That's true. So that's tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Tomorrow at 1 p.m. This is frosting for me.
And no Hades Sunday as a
No
result.
Hades on Sunday as a result. Monday night, I'm going to be playing more Ghost of Yote. So I've been looking forward to that since last Monday. And Tuesday breakfast stream will happen.
We hope.
It should. Otherwise, that's all. Do you have anything else?
The Patreon video is out. That's it. I'm still being enriched.
Are you going to use the paddle too?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That one's less sweet. That one's mostly just butter and cream cheese.
Oh, I don't want that one. You can have that one.
Yeah, that one's not as sweet.
I've nearly sucked all of the enrichment off of this.
Enrichment time is working. All right, let me rinse my hands off of sugar. And find a paper towel or a towel. And we'll start wrapping up. Is anyone streaming on Friday morning?
None of our friends are probably awake.
True.
Oh, Reese is awake. Well, of course, Reese is a normal human.
Oh yeah, we can raid Luca. What's our raid message? Supplemental butter? I like supplemental butter. All right, everyone. Make sure you tune in tonight for Frog Detective. We'll have a picture of the cake as art during probably before the gameplay starts in the beginning. And also I'll put one on Instagram. But thanks for tuning in. It's exciting to hit 10 years doing MalMakes.
10 years?
Uh-huh. Sorry, Steven's just still eating frosting.
This thing is almost clean.
You still have to wash it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can almost not see any frosting left.
There's this one too with the butter. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here. Hope to see you tonight. Go tell Luca supplemental butter.
Look how clean that is. I mean, it's getting there.
I hope you have a good Friday. We'll see you later.
God.
I don't know how to do sass. How do I do sass? Hi, Mel. How are you? Supplemental butter? Is that like bonus butter?
It is bonus butter.
I love bonus butter. Hi, readers. Welcome. Hi, Mel. Mel and friends, welcome. Welcome. I would love some supplemental butter. I really would. Bonus butter? That would be great. You made a cake. Oh my god, I bet it's delicious. What kind of cake was it? Welcome everyone, my name is Luca. I am a horse lady on Twitch and I play dumb shit
All right.
today.
Are you able to reach buttons for me?
Reach
Thank you.
button.
I mean, not just that button, but like the stop streaming, stop recording button.
Oh, that. Yeah. I got you. All right. Bye.
Bye, everyone.